Hey everyone and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Sparky from Clash Royale. We're going to be facing the character towards the right in a 3/4 position. So we're going to start at the very front and we're going to draw in a circle. So starting from the top, come around towards the side, and then the bottom. Now if you have to, you can lift the pen and go back up to the top and go in the opposite direction. And then just blend it down towards the bottom. From here, I'm just going to move over towards the right side, just on the edge here, and draw in a smaller circle. I'm going to try to leave a little bit of a gap on the right side. Now from here, I'm going to move across and just draw the attachment point. Starting on the side here, I'm going to go around, almost like another circle just tucked in behind. Let's draw a smaller circle on the inside of this large circle. So starting from the very top, we're going to move down and try to keep an even distance all the way around. Bottom, we'll tuck that in on the bottom there, go back to the top and circle around towards the top. Now we're going to go ahead and draw the second ring in behind us. So this is slightly larger. Starting from the very top of this circle, we're going to go up, over towards the left, and just come all the way back down towards the bottom. We want to tuck this in towards the center of the bottom here. Coming around and then tucking that in. Again, we're going to draw a smaller circle in behind this. Stepping in on the inside, go around, and then just tuck this in on the side. And then one final time we'll draw a slightly larger circle around this. So we start at the very top of this circle, work our way around towards the side, come down towards the bottom, and then just pull this up underneath. Again, we're just going to trace this out. So we're going to step down, just draw a slightly smaller circle in behind. That in on the side. Now that we have the rings, we're going to draw on the front face of the box. So we start on the left side here and just draw a straight line going across, just touching the top of that circle and over towards the right side. Just going across like that. We're going to take these ends and just angle them down on either side. Now I'm going to pull the sides down. So on the inside here, we'll go straight down. On this side here, I just want to pull it down across, just beside the circle, down towards the bottom there. Now again, I'm going to draw an angled line coming in, like that. Now I'm going to go across the bottom, just below the circle, to right about here. I sort of want to line up that point to this point here. I'm going to take this end and just angle up in behind this ring. Now let's add some depth to this front plate. We're going to take this top point here, just draw a straight line going across. Go to this point and draw that same length line. Down here, do the same thing, and then along the bottom. Now we're going to connect these ends with a straight line. Starting from the top, we'll angle up. Take this point, go straight down. Now we're going to go in an angle towards the inside. Now let's go in and draw the side of the body. So from this line here, we're just going to step down a little and just draw a straight line going back. Down here, we're going to start from just above this line and draw another straight line going across the same length that we have on top. We're going to connect those 2 points by rounding out the ends, going straight down, and then rounding out the bottom. Now I'm going to draw a few little separation lines in here. We're going to start on the side here. We're going to step over and draw a curve coming down, straight down, and then just going to round out the bottom, pulling it over towards the right. We'll do that again. We're going to step over, drawing another curve at the top, pulling the pen straight down, and then rounding out the bottom. We'll do that one last time. Up here, curve around, coming straight down, and then just pull that in over towards the right. Let's go ahead and draw on the back end of the box. So we start up here above this line, draw a straight line going across the top to right about there, about halfway. We take this point and just draw a straight line coming down. Let's go to this side, draw an angled line coming down. Now we're going to go straight down towards the bottom, down to right about here. Now we're going to angle in. Now we're going to pull this across the bottom. Again, going about halfway to line up with this line here. And pull a straight line going up. Now on the top here, I just want to draw a little ridge that goes up towards the front. So we're going to start in the middle of these 2 points, right in the center here. Draw 2 lines going up. We're going to flatten off the top with a straight line. Now I'm going to take that point and just draw a straight line coming back just above this point here. So going across like this. Up at an angle. I'm going to take this point and just pull it straight down. Let's go back here and draw on that same sort of edge that we have in the front. So we're going to take the top, draw a straight line going across the top in this point here. And now these are equal length lines all the way across. Now we're going to connect those points with an angled line. These 2 points with a straight line coming down. And then down here we're just going to connect these lines with an angle. Let's go back to the front and draw that armor plate. So in the middle of the bottom of the circle, we're just going to shift over towards the right. This will be our center point. We're going to step down and draw a little point. From this point, we're just going to angle forward and down with a straight line to right about there. From this point, I just want to go up in a slight angle towards the back. I'm going to cross like this. Now from this point, I'm going to go upwards. Going up with a short angled line to right about there. Now I'm going to take this point, come down with a straight line, because I'm going to connect the front towards the back. So we're going to go down, slight angle. Now we're going to connect those 2 points with a straight line. Let's go to this side and do the same thing. So we're going to angle this out even further, going out to right about there. Now I'm going to connect those 2 points with a straight line. Now from these 2 corners, all we want to do is just pull these in underneath this front plate. So here I'm just going to angle up. Right here we're just going to go straight across. Before I forget, I just want to add a couple rivets on these 2 corners. So right up here, we'll draw a circle. And on the bottom, we'll draw a circle. And then inside, we're just going to draw a couple angled lines. One going one way, and this one going the opposite direction. Now before I draw on the spikes, I want to block in the wheels going out this way here. So right beside here, I'm going to draw an oval. Starting from the top, I'm going to line up with this point right here. I'm going to draw an oval coming down towards the bottom. Now we're going to pull this back up towards the top. We're going to take the top ends and we're going to draw a straight line across. Top and bottom. Now let's connect those 2 points with a curve. Just following this curve, going in and then down. On the inside here, we just want to draw that little peg. So right against the side here, we're going to draw a small little oval. And then again, we're going to do what we did with the wheels. We're going to take the top, draw a straight line coming across. Same at the bottom. We'll connect those 2 points with a curve. Let's draw another wheel in behind here, but we're going to make this one a little bit smaller. So starting from the top, lining at the top, come down towards the bottom. Again, not going all the way down to match with the height. Back up towards the top. Now we're going to go straight across the top, this wheel, and same with the bottom, going across. Now I want to connect those 2 points with a curve, but we're going to go in behind the front wheel, on the top and then the bottom. Right here we're going to add that little peg, tiny oval on the side. Now on the top we're going to draw a short straight line, and same thing with the bottom. Now let's connect those 2 points with a curve. Now I'm going to tuck the box in behind here. So right above this wheel, we're going to draw a short straight line coming up. I'm going to go across in towards this line here. Going in behind like that. Down here, we're just going to go down at an angle behind the wheel. Coming down like that. Now there's a little bumper in the back here, so we're just going to show a little bit of it. So down here, we're going to go across, come straight down. We take that same point, moving over towards the right, and draw another straight line coming down. Let's go ahead and add in the spikes. So there's 4 spikes on each side of this plate. So up here there's 2 down here, and they're basically squares. So we're going to leave a little bit of a gap along the top. I'm going to start on the left side, draw an angled line coming in, just leaving an even spaced gap on the top. We step over and draw another line on the right side. Now we're going to come down on the left side to almost halfway, coming down here. We're going to leave a gap and draw another straight line here, just lining up along this edge here. We go to the inside, draw that same angle. Now we're going to close off the bottom with a straight line. Let's finish off this square. So we're just going to follow that same line coming down on both sides. Now I'm going to continue this line on the right side, going across like that. Let's do the bottom. So I'm going to take this point, going down at an angle, leave that same gap, and draw another angle. Take this line and continue going down towards the bottom. Now we're going to connect these 2 points with a straight line across the bottom. Now this line is going to continue down here. This one's going to continue down on the right side. Then again, we're going to close off the bottom. Now to make it look like there's a point in the center, all we need to do is create an X, connecting the corners with a straight line. We'll do that to all 4 squares. Now on this side it gets a little bit trickier because the plate is actually turned this way, so you're not going to see much of the right side. So let's start on the inside first, lining up the tops. So right here we're going to angle down, just alongside this line, leave a space, and then come down on the bottom. On the top we're going to go across with a short line, about halfway, leaving a gap, and draw another line on the other side. We're going to come down on the inside, and then close off the bottom. So we just want to follow this line across the bottom. Let's go ahead and draw in the right side as well. So following that same line, across to the end, we'll leave a gap on the end here on the right, drawing a straight line. On the bottom, again we're going to go across, leave a gap, draw another line. We're going to follow this line all the way down towards the bottom, and then we'll close it off with a straight line. Again with this side, go straight down, following this line across, and then closing off the right side. Now to make it look like it's pointing that way, you want to take the halfway point along this line and draw an angled line towards the top corner. Going across like that, come down towards the bottom. We're going to do that to all 4 squares. Down, the bottom towards halfway along this line, and back down. On the bottom here, I'm going to add a little bit of lightning around the front end here. So this is basically just a wiggly line that goes from the top all the way around towards the bottom. Now this could be any shape you want. I'm just going to start from the top here. Just draw a little wavy line. It could be a zigzag, it could be anything. Just kind of keeping the pen moving all the way towards the bottom. Now I'm going to go back and just go on the outside. So we're going a little bit wider. Stepping over, I'm going to go across like this, go a little bit bigger, going tighter. Continue this all the way around we get towards the bottom, and that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Sparky from Clash Royale. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send us your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.